Good evening and Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Evan Atchison, and I have the honor of welcoming you all to this online extravaganza in celebration of the excellent work we continue to do together with C&C Educenter. As we look back on this past year, with its unique challenges and creative opportunities, I've been so proud to be a part of this team of adventurous, adaptable, and optimistic people who strive to maintain a standard of excellence, whatever the circumstances might be. I've been working as a teacher with C&C for several years now, and in this time, I've had the chance to work with over 100 students, often customizing my learning plans to meet each student's needs. When Miss Liu first contacted me 4 years ago, I was working as a private tutor and advertising my services just for myself on Kijiji. I have to admit, I was skeptical when she first emailed me.
Really?
Yeah. I had been contacted by other private education companies before that, but these other companies had often gotten so large that they had developed a reputation of failing to prioritize students and had lost their ability to emphasize meaningful relationships and academic excellence. After my first conversation on the phone with Miss Liu, however, I was delighted to discover how involved she was personally as the principal and founder of C&C. And as she described her vision for education and the mission of C&C Educenter to form connections between cultures, I couldn't wait to be a part of such a dynamic and energetic group of educators. In the years that have passed since, I've had the privilege of teaching classes on essay writing, literature, critical thinking, public speaking, and one-to-one tutoring both in person and this year, of course, online. I've met students of all ages and been able to create lasting connections with them, sometimes for more than 3 years consecutively, being able to see them begin and end high school. I'm so thankful that Miss Liu contacted me on that fateful day several years ago, and I'm so glad I had the good sense to say yes when she asked me to be one of her teachers. So tonight, whether you are a student, a parent, a teacher, an administrator, or a friend of C&C, I want to extend to you the warmest welcome that my laptop microphone and camera can facilitate. Happy New Year, and thank you so much for being here this evening. I would now like to pass the torch to our charming and capable hosts for the evening, Shawn and Cherry. Shawn, you can take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Atchison. Well, you're right. 2020 was a hard year for many people. With the virus posing so many limitations on how we live our day-to-day lives, it's no understatement to say that this year was a year of many changes. But despite those changes, they didn't stop us from learning. And today, we'd like to take the time to reflect on the past year and all the strides and growth we made in our learning with C&C, as Evan did also 7 years ago. In the time I spent during my literature analysis classes, I practiced analyzing text. And as the name suggests of the class, I started to think more critically, which surprisingly helped me when writing, as I was able to more efficiently and more eloquently develop my ideas. And now I feel a lot more confident. And to be honest, it's all in the marks at school. And yes.
I personally take several classes in C&C. All of the classes are well taught. In the Young Leader essay class by Brent Kellenstein, she always loves to smile and laugh. It makes me feel included. The position for this class is that we like to brainstorm great ideas together first before writing something important. Python coding class is quite interesting. Our teacher Vlad had made learning fun more than just having to memorize all the code. We usually make small groups to discuss ideas with each other. I can say it's more of a teamwork class. I also have STEM class by Christina Maherly. She gives us all kinds of simulations which help us understand how science works. Thank you, C&C, and the teachers for allowing me to learn a bunch of new things.
So as you can see, despite the limitations of COVID-19, we were still able to continue learning online with the help of C&C.
We would like to thank the teachers and everyone at C&C who made this opportunity possible.
Yeah, so going into the future, and particularly this new year, we wish everyone good health and good luck in their pursuit of learning. And with that, we're going to start our performances, which is the main topic, the main meat of tonight. So tonight, our first performer, we're going to start off with Austin and Arthur, who will be welcoming in the new year with their Happy New Year song.
Can I make a speech before the performance, Shawn?
Yes. We'll also be having a couple of speeches later in the night scattered throughout our different performances. So just wanted you guys know so you're ready for that too.
Okay, so
you guys can start, Arthur.
Before the performance, Shawn, can I make a welcome speech to everyone?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lucia Liu, the founder and the principal of C&C Educenter. Let me begin by wishing you all a happy new year filled with many successes and continued progress. On behalf of our team, I would like to welcome C&C students, parents, teachers, and the guests for joining us tonight to celebrate the new year. I founded C&C Educenter in 2011. Congratulations to all of us. My baby is exactly 10 years old now. How the company was named is one C stands for China and another C stands for Canada. We're all together. I have been teaching for 32 years. I have a special love to those two countries. Over the years of teaching in both Canada and China, I fully recognize the challenges for Chinese immigrant parents and children because of the systemic differences of the education system from both countries. From the bottom of my heart, I always wanted to help our Chinese community. Fortunately, with God's blessing, my extensive background in education, both in teaching and administrating in Canada for the past 17 years, I have been able to follow my heart, my passion, and my love to professionally support our community. 10 years goes by fast. With the collaborative and the collective effort of teachers, parents, and students, here is C&C Educenter today. With almost 80 Alberta certified teachers, experienced consultants, admin and support staff, with around 300 students, we are celebrating the success of the student learning and celebrating a very well-deserved 2021 new year. Thank you for coming in tonight, and I hope you will enjoy the well-planned and the well-prepared show. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Liu. And now we'll really get into the performances. So our first performers are Arthur and Austin, who will be performing their Happy New Year song.
Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Austin. Today we're going to sing 2 songs.
No, 1 song, 2 languages, Austin. I'm Arthur. We're going to sing Happy New Year today. And Austin's going crazy. And today we're going to sing
I'm not going crazy.
Today we're going to sing Happy New Year in both English and Chinese. 1 song, 2 languages. We're starting.
What are you doing?
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. We're singing, we're dancing. Happy New Year to you all.
Now we're going to sing it in Chinese. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. 新年好呀，新年好呀，祝福大家新年好。
我们唱歌，我们跳舞，祝福大家新年好。
祝福大家，
谢谢你，谢谢
Happy
你
New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Austin. That was an excellent performance. And I really liked the ukulele with it too.
Next, we have Ray, who will be performing Humoresque on violin for all of us.
We're finished.
My name is Ray. I'll be playing Humoresque by Dvorak.
Be back.
Thank you and have a great new year. That's awesome, Ray. You playing violin really matched the song itself. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to be taking a break from our students' performances to one of the teachers. Now we'll be having Authur&Austin, who will be performing his own song, All Catastrophe Dies.
Hey guys, can you hear me and see me?
Yep, the stage is yours.
Okay, cool. So let me just introduce this song a little bit. I wrote this song a few years ago. And it was
You wrote the song yourself?
Pardon me?
You wrote the song yourself?
Yes, this is one of the songs that I wrote. Yeah.
No, I thought you were just a teacher.
Oh, no. I'm more than that.
Here we go.
So I wrote this song in a year when I attended 6 different funerals. It was a pretty sad year, but it was also the year that I started dating my wife. And so, yeah, it was a pretty crazy year. This year has been crazy for us as well. And it actually made me remember how strange of a year I had a few years ago when I wrote this song. And this song was about trying to process the experience of saying goodbye to the people you love while falling in love with someone new at the same time. And it was an amazing year of transition for me, where I was able to accept the sad times and the happy times that happened to us all at the same time. And so I think this would maybe share some of the same feelings that many people had in 2020. And so as we look forward to 2021, I thought that this would be a good way to look at the future with optimism and with hope. And so that's what this song is about. Can you hear it okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, great. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Already.
You In the hush before a storm, press my ear to the door. I am just a listener. I am just a whisperer, waiting for a word, here for just a while. Catch me by surprise. When you hold me close, I know all catastrophe dies. Only for a little while, but that's long enough for me to think of death or love. I'll let you decide. Catch me by surprise. Pinwheel in your hand, waiting for the wind, shaking where we stand, breath upon our lips, not sure what will be after all of this. I'll keep an open mind. Catch me by surprise. Thank you.
Well, let's give a round of applause. Not only was that excellent music, but you have a beautiful voice too. I never noticed that in our lessons, obviously, because you don't sing, but I also think the meaning of your lyrics and the song in general was really beautiful. And you talked earlier about, a lot of bad stuff happening, but I think even more important is trying to focus on the things that do grow out of the sad times. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Shawn.
We have Shawn, who performs his own composition called Calm Waves.
刪咗啊。
Thank you, Shawn, for performing. That was an amazing, beautiful piece of music. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. All right, so after my performance, now our next student who will be performing will be Siyuan, who will be playing the ukulele canon.
Hello, my name is Siyuan, and today I'm going to play Canon for everybody. Happy New Year.
Siyuan, how old are you, Siyuan?
8.
How old are you, Siyuan? Wow, you have performed excellent.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
that's
very
very
beautiful piece.
But I'm so impressed with our talented students and teachers. And I look at Evan wrote his own song, and Shawn is the composer, you know, as well. And look at our talented Siyuan, Authur, and Ryan. That's amazing. I'm just so happy tonight to see our talented young learners and teachers that makes success of C&C.
Before we continue the rest of our performances, we will have Professor Lin who would like to share a short speech first.
So Professor Lin is from Beijing University, 北京大学教育学院的教育博士导师。She has lots of resources in about educations worldwide. And today, because we have limited time, we only have 10 or 15 minutes from Dr. Lin to give our parents here some resources and the guidance 在家庭教育规划上。Let's welcome Dr.
Hello，谢谢刘老师。
Thank you for coming from Beijing. 说北京啊，谢谢你。现在那里几点了？上午是吧？
上午11点。
哦呀，谢谢你百忙中挤出时间来。您是我们中加教育的大顾问。
谢谢刘老师，很荣幸今天给大家分享刘老师想让我从我个人的观察和经验，还有研究的角度呢，来给大家介绍一下关于家庭教育规划的问题。那我现在先共享一下屏幕。好，那我就用大概10分钟左右的时间来给大家分享一下关于孩子的家庭教育规划的一点点思考。就是关于教育规划呢，这个事情大概跟4个概念有关。第一个呢，就是要自愿。这里面自愿呢，包含学生和家长，就是我们做父母的，然后呢是学校和教师也都相应的中间有一个角色的分工。第二个呢是关于兴趣。兴趣里面呢，这是我们所有的父母可能最喜欢谈的问题，我们都要去帮助孩子去寻找到自己的兴趣。然后呢，这里面又有跟2个因素相关，第一个是否计算成绩，这可能是我们很多华人家长特别关心的事情。第二个呢，就是是否跟升学有关。当然还有一个呢，就是是否跟这一辈子跟他的生活质量相关。第3个概念呢，就是要考虑课外。还有校内和校外2件事情，但是现在呢，我们全球的疫情呢，使得我们校内校外的这个区分呢，也在从去年开始呢，有了很不一样的区分方式。特别是我们在校内和校外之间架起了一个桥，是通过网络的形式。然后第4个呢，就是目的。是预备性和基础性的矛盾和冲突，就是我们为孩子的教育是为他的整个人生做一个预备，整个人生打一个基础，但是很重要的呢，还要为他的下一个受教育阶段做预备。但是这个预备里面呢，除了是为下一个阶段升学做预备，还有就是为教育做预备。为就业做预备，但是呢，这个就业可能是涉及到不同阶段。我打算或者我希望让孩子在学校里面接受正规教育到底多少年？那么由此呢，我们可以看到，就是在给孩子做学业规划的时候，有这样几个构成要素。那么从刚才所讲的这个概念当中呢，就知道有一个空间安排，分为校内和校外。然后呢，加上时间呢，就是校内时间和校外时间，这就决定了 就是家长和学校之间的责任分担，就是面临一个家校分界线的问题。这个分界线呢，其实不是家长能决定，也不是学校完全能决定，这里面还有我们所接受到的公立教育系统或者私立教育系统，他们对学校时间的规定。第二个呢，是关于这个时间安排要根据学生意愿的自主性，分为自由时间和非自由时间。我要是一个小孩子的话，我会特别愿意有非常多的自由时间，我不希望我被很多人来管我。但是这一点呢，是我们在考虑为孩子安排这个教育规划的时候，需要注意的地方。那么还有根据目的性的强弱呢，分为规范性的活动和闲暇活动。规范性的就是你必须要完成，你如果不完成的话，你可能就是根本就这是你作为一个学生必须要做的事情。比如说我们要学好英语，学好这个数学，学好科学等等这些课，这规范性的。闲暇的呢，就像我们刚才看到我们有些小朋友在表演，那么我可以不会弹琴，我可以不会就是弹吉他，我可以不会这个画画什么的，就是我可以不擅长，但是呢我也可以有擅长的事情，但这个不是别人要求我的。那么这个可能是我们放到闲暇活动的这个范畴里面去，这就确定了呢一个学完分界线的问题，就是学生的普遍知识基础和个人兴趣满足还有选择能力之间呢有这样一个配比的关系。由此呢，我们就可以看到教育的时空交互构成一个学生的这个学业负担的区域图。这个区域呢分为4个部分，首先是学校和家庭之间的学完分界线构成了这个一个区分，就是学校和家庭构成的家校分界线的区分。那么在这里呢就会看到，就是左侧呢都是学生要在学校里完成的事情，右侧呢是学生在家庭里要完成的事情。但是呢，学校里面也不可能完全都是学习，它还分为这个学的部分和玩的部分。所以包括学的部分呢，就包括强迫和规范性的课程学习，然后还包括呢这个半规范性的自愿选择的这个课程和活动，比如说选修课啊、俱乐部的活动啊等等。家庭里面呢，相应的也分为这个学的部分和玩的部分，然后需要在家庭里面完成学校布置的规范性的作业或加强训练，然后呢再剩下一块玩的时间。那么这个4个颜色的部分呢，就构成我们的孩子学业关于这个学习方面的从时间和空间划分的4个组成部分。那么我们作为家长呢，可能就需要考虑，这4个部分我的孩子的配比到底怎么样？有没有达到一定程度的均衡？有没有发现有一个部分实在是太大了，有一个部分实在是太小了？这就是给自己的孩子在设计和分析自己孩子的这个学业状况的时候，可能需要脑子里有这样一个图，可能会帮助你理解的清晰一点。然后呢，我们再把这个图变得复杂一点，为什么呢？你看我们刘老师作为这个 C&C 给我们提供一些什么呢？就是提供一些学校和家庭可能都没有办法特别好的来完成的一个任务。比如说我们现在全世界特别是这个发达国家，特别是很好的大学很好的这个学校，不论是大学还是高中，在升学的时候它都有一些额外的要求。这个额外的要求呢，到底是由学校来完成还是由家庭来完成，我们会发现是不太清晰的，它也不是一个特别统一的明确的要求。总的来讲呢，就是希望学生呢有鉴别度，也有一些区别于其他孩子的这些能力、特长、兴趣。总之呢，就是你要有理由说服我，让我觉得我应该来拥抱你，我应该来让你到我这里来，到更好的一个教育机构来。我们在社会上选拔人才也是这样的。好了，那这部分额外的甚至是更高的或者是不清晰的这部分要求，一般来讲呢，我们的教育辅助机构它就能处在学校和家庭之间呢，来帮助我们完成这个任务。好，那由此呢，我们的这个家校分界线呢就往左侧移了一点，就是因为现在一般学校来说，学生在学校里待的时间呢是跟那个应该说跟半个世纪以前，或者是在 这个2战以后吧，那个全世界都蓬勃发展的时候呢，非常不一样，就是在学校的这个待的时间越来越短。好，那么中间这个灰色的部分呢，就是5和6的部分，就是教育辅助机构能够做的，就是音乐、体育、美术等有利于升学的竞技训练。还有呢，就是一些娱乐放松和交际类的活动，比如说我们都强调孩子的这个情商啊，都要发展。然后特别是在今天疫情大家都不太能够见面的情况下，我们如何通过网络让孩子的这个 social 的部分能够得到发展？那么这一些呢，就是光家庭真的是很难以再承担。好，这个部分呢又加入了进来，于是呢，孩子的这个学习或者教育的部分就分成6个格子了，6个部分，我们又要考虑一下它的这个配比关系。好，那么这个我把这个图呢再改一下，就是6个部分的这个线啊有所移动，就是在今天。这真的是为今天我们这个疫情时期而做的，真的不好意思啊，我们已经到2021年了，哎呀，真的是希望2020年的事情呢，就是都过去。但是很不幸的是，我们现在还有大量的时间是需要在网上见面，所以呢，有很多的这个主科的训练呢，也需要在中间第5个灰色的部分要扩大，真的是没有办法。然后呢，还有就是娱乐放松和交际类的活动呢，还有纯玩的活动，我们会看到也是这个格子有所变化。好，那么理解了这个家校分界线和学完分界线，然后再理解有这个几个要素构成的板块呢，我们会看到在特殊的时期也会使得这些板块的构成不以我们个人的意愿为转移，这就是我们要适应的时代和要求，没有办法。因此呢，作为家长的话，在规划教育的时候，规划孩子教育的时候呢，要了解校内学习里面的这个自由时间和非自由时间的配比。我的孩子到底上的是什么样类别的学校？这个学校里面自由时间的配比到底是多少？当然，我们总的来讲不是质疑学校，而是说，我至少要了解一下嘛。这个那么等到孩子放学以后，我就相应的在这个几个配比当中去让他尽量的均衡。然后呢，他的选修课、俱乐部式的课程中，以规范性学习的方式进行的情况，选修课并不见得都是玩，它也有很多是非常正规的这种。像学主课一样的方式，但是也有很多是那种活动式的课程，那这个也要了解一下。还有就是主课的总体学时是否影响家庭时间内的这个学习量，孩子在家里多少时间是在学，是在玩然后呢，教育考核项目的增加，但是呢，校内的供给也很有限，这是一个此消彼长的过程。那么对校外辅助机构的需求也相应的增加了，那我怎么办？然后呢，学生在校的自由时间它到底是一种什么样的状态？还有教育呢，在今天被赋予多元选择的价值和期待的时候，我们如何看待自家孩子的未来？这个未来呢，真的是要考虑到他的一个预备性的问题。然后呢，教育就是在这里也要了解一下学校时间和非学校时间的配比。学生在校的自由时间呢，现在显然是很被压缩了，学习的被压迫感其实有时候进一步加强。当然，可能咱们各位家长千万别完全受我的影响。我在北京待着呢，可能体会到的这个氛围跟各位不太一样。但是我在讲的时候呢，也是有点就是尽量的用自己感同身受和同理心吧，来理解这样的一个事情。由于我们自己在辅导孩子学业方面的能力有限呢，陪伴时间和工作时间是冲突的，所以呢，这个对校外机构、辅助机构的这个需求增加以后，那你就要看前面的配比怎么样。我增加这个校外辅助时间，也是要跟前面的这个配比要有一个均衡。这个均衡就是要达到，如果6个格子的部分相对来讲不是一个地方很肿大，一个地方极其被压缩，那么这个可能就是对孩子的发展来讲是比较均衡的。最重要的是呢，这一点可能大家觉得我可能说话好像不是那么有焦虑感，有责任感一样。其实有一点非常重要，就是学生的家庭自由时间的保障。这在今天一个我们整个社会发展，然后科技的进步呢，使得我们学生的学习量一定是陡增的，一定是逐步增加的。我们的纯粹的自由时间也一定是在缓慢下降的。但是家庭就要充当这个保障， 如何有它一个纯粹的玩的时间。所以呢，就是我们要处理好这个学完分界线，如何让孩子觉得学习它不会完全是个负担呢？要考虑愉悦的师生关系，就是校内的这个自由时间内的活动交互。第二个是学习与生活的结合，然后需要家长在非刻意的日常生活中与孩子一起来形成社会经验。非刻意的就是不用把生活当中所有的事情都变成一个培训或者是教养，而是在这个自然而然的生活过程当中，慢慢的去形成这种社会经验。我觉得这一点呢，各位都在加拿大，这一点应该都是做得特别好。然后呢，开放和包容的学校管理系统啊，多姿多彩而愉悦的校园生活，我觉得这一点呢，也应该是不用我多说。最后呢，就是有多元化的向上流动的机会，这一点呢，可能需要我们很多华人家长有一个更大的，特别是对自己孩子的更大的包容心。玩乐队也好，玩修车也好，各种手工也好，等各种不被正规考试所看重的能力和知识，也有在学校，就是甚至在家庭里面被展示和认可的可能。这个可能性，我想这个氛围应该大家在国外是更加的包容。然后呢，最后就是学完分界线，我们要考虑的就是自由时间的保障。给孩子一个希望，就是在自由时间内养成自己的兴趣，学会自我选择。这一点，我想自我选择的本领呢，我们都需要有。但是也许就像我们现在人到中年，也不见得真的在这方面做得很好，但可能这是终其一生的这个需要学习的话题。第二个是对兴趣的认识，因为在自由时间内，好像我们都可以自由的去探索自己的兴趣，但是兴趣主要的，我说主要的不是与生俱来，而是经过努力后获得正面激励的结果，然后才能够成为后续技术全心投入的起点。我想这才是真正的兴趣，而不是让他随随便便去找啊，你给我自动的展示一个你的天赋或兴趣吧。我想这个时间可能会很少的到来。最后呢，就是给未来一个希望，调试好自由时间的比例，还有学习的规范时间和闲暇活动时间的合理配置。那么这才是教育品质的保障。我想这个讲的内容呢，可能会比较总的来讲是比较好像概念化和抽象化。我也很短的时间之内呢，没有办法给大家更多的例子来解释。最后呢，祝大家新年快乐，健康平安，谢谢。
哎呀，非常感谢林教授。我觉得我作为家长，也作为老师，今天听您，虽然因为时间有限，我们一定约您的时间，宝贵的时间，给我们家长啊，就是上整样系列的课程。这个理论知识也好啊，这个切合这个实际也好，我觉得非常的从我这个做老师和家长的角度，觉得非常受益。现在啊，这个课内和课外的时间怎么样安排孩子，还要保证孩子身心健康发展，还要考虑到将来的升学和将来甚至 the rest 一辈子的这个兴趣培养，我们家长的心里都是沉甸甸的啊。今天您的这个指点呢，我相信我们的家长也会反复的去阅读去看，然后呢，我们在今后的时间里希望您能够再给我们上系列的课程关于这个家庭教育规划这一块。非常感谢您抽出宝贵的时间来加入我们的这个晚会。但是借此机会我要做一个广告，感谢您把宝贝女儿送给我们中加教育中心培养，我非常感到荣幸，谢谢您的信任。
好，谢谢刘老师，谢谢所有的
新年快乐，拜拜。
Next performer we have is by Jenna playing her piano music Sonatina for piano by R.M. Keith Chetran.
Excellent. Thank you, Jenna.
That was some super technique. You captured the character of the piece so well. Very good, thank you.
Jenna, I just want to take a chance to introduce Jenna. Jenna and mom Jenny. Mom is Canadian Chinese and daddy is Canadian. So mom is also a pianist teacher in Fort McMurray, and daddy is in charge of the whole city. So we're so proud that Jenna and Jenna, also her sister, in our C&C Educenter, taking our courses and taking our services. And I greatly appreciate your trust, and you have such brilliant, talented, two beautiful girls, and all the average is around 100% in AP program, and also the extracurricular, we can tell the beautiful piano, that's excellent. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah, that was a great performance by Jenna. All right, now that we're halfway through all of the events, we're going to begin the second half with Vicky, who will be reciting her own speech.
Hello, let me just pull up presentation. Ideas of old or a more mundane everyday construction project. To now, in the COVID-19 pandemic, Darwin once said that compassion is the almost ever-present instinct, and I believe he was right, and this is even clearer now. 2020 has been a tough year for everyone, and it is in times like these where we most need to be reminded of the positives in the world despite it all. Imagine, we're at the start of a COVID pandemic. We don't know much, just that there's a novel disease that's killing many and hurting more. Imagine the doctors, the nurses, and the researchers nestled in the epicenter as things pick up pace, scrambling to get answers. Despite the chaos, they find ways to help communities beyond their normal, already demanding career. This was the action of many doctors from Wuhan and Calgary, providing free consultations and knowledge despite the new virus. Imagine, it's early in the morning in our classic Canadian winter. The sun barely peaks above the mountains, but you're driving no matter how far it is, whether it's 3 hours away in Edmonton or 45 minutes away to the other side of the city to pick up masks or head covers or ear protectors where it is needed most. Why? So you can perform an act of service, of kindness, and of selflessness. This was the action of countless of volunteers during driving to and fro to pick up and deliver where it is needed most. Imagine, it's lockdown. The regular ways of life have been put on a pause, providing a much-needed break from the usual stressors of life for some, but not you. Instead, you see that there is a great need and respond by organizing groups to get resources where they are needed. This was the action of teacher Liu and David Han, who led hundreds of Canadian Chinese in Alberta and provided the first stepping stone to an ultimately incredible collaborative efforts. The action demonstrates kindness, support, and collaboration from our Chinese community. This action helped thousands of frontline medical workers and vulnerable people. This action helped save people's lives and families. Of course, not everyone is able to do these things. Not everyone is a doctor or are old enough to drive or have the organizational ability. So I'd like to put forward a smaller yet impactful action that I hope we are all helping out in. The simple act of putting a pause on our lives. When the order came that the province would be going into lockdown, we complied, even if it meant losing out on many of the minor aspects of our life, including going out, to the movies, or to the gym. When the order came out that we must wear PPE everywhere, we complied. I know masks are commonplace in some Asian countries, so it may not have been as big a change to some, but for me, who has spent the majority of my life here, and for many of you who are the same, it was a difference. Not so much in the massive hassle way, but more in the hard to remember way. Finally, when the order came that we must limit our social contact, or even not contact at all, we complied, regardless of how difficult it must have been. For students, the transition from person to online, the difference in environments, for many workers, the loss of a job, or the sudden change in the traditional method of meetings. For many small businesses, many of which did not return, the loss of much needed customers. And for all of us, introverts, extroverts, and those in between, the loss of communication. As evolution dictates, we evolved from the same ancestors as apes and monkeys, differently, of course. But many of our habits remain the same. For example, monkeys and apes mutually groom as a method of reducing stress. We do as well, not in their way physically, but in a way derived from the communication in our world, the mere act of socializing, of talking. It's something integral to our society, just as grooming is for. As evolution dictates, we evolved from the same ancestor as apes and monkeys, differently, of course, but many of our habits remain the same. For example, monkeys and apes mutually groom as a method of reducing stress. We do as well, not in the physical way as they do, but in a way derived from our method of communication, the mere act of socializing, of talking. It's something integral to our society, just as grooming is for primates. Despite this, we complied, even though it goes against our hardwired biology. Wouldn't you call that selfless? There is no law that demands us to be kind, to be sacrificing, but we are regardless of it. From the medical part of our society who put themselves at risk so they can ultimately help more people, to the ones who organize groups which would offer help all around the globe, to the ones who gave up their time to dedicate it to helping others, and to all of us who sacrificed something vital for the collective good. It's selfless.
Thank you, Vicky. That was a great speech. And also thank you, Ms. Liu, because as Vicky showed in her presentation before, you've also been doing your part to help out during this pandemic. Donating so many masks. And yeah, I feel like we can all stand to be a little bit more kind, a little bit more selfless in our own lives. So thank you, both of you, for that, especially you, Vicky, for your performance. And
thank you, Shawn. Thank you, Vicky.
After that, we have the street dancing hip hop pro Vlad.
Woohoo!
Good evening. Can we all hear me? I think I'll be asking that again pretty soon.
Oh
yeah, we can hear.
Bring us up there, and yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if anyone could have mentioned it explicitly. Yeah, Lucia, you were in charge of the COVID-19, the Chinese Community Resource Group, right? That was tens of thousands of PPE, pieces of PPE that were distributed all over. So once again, I'm just blown away by kind of the community that you guys have created here with C&C, and seeing, you know, over 100 people here tonight is just, it's warmed my heart, honestly, to see all of you come down and share your passions with us. So thank you so much for that. So I won't waste any more of your time. I think I'm supposed to do some spinning around in my living room. So let me push some furniture aside, stretch a little bit. First I just want to make sure that this is going to work real quick. So let me just bring up some audio. If you guys could just let me know that you hear it, that would be wonderful.
So Vlad, you supposed to take away the virtual background then?
I absolutely will. Yeah, otherwise it would be a very boring performance.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming in tonight.
No problem.
We're just waiting for this most exciting time.
So let me know if you guys can hear this. I'm just going to play a couple of seconds. I apologize for the little sound check. It's got to be loud. I've got to hype myself up. I'm too old for this. I need loud music, otherwise I just can't hear it
Anyone
anymore.
decide to get ready to roll together, spin and roll? Oh, cool. It's your studio.
Empty your mind. Be formed, shaped, like water, Be water, my friend.
big, Vlad.
Outstanding.
That Red Bull.
Woohoo.
That's about all my body can handle these days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That looks
I don't know if I
awesome.
would even be able to handle that. That was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
We're wondering if in the future you can run a dance work class for C&C Educenter, Mr. Vlad.
That's what I used to do in New York.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Whoa.
Yeah, and you include some very complex moves, which I never would dream of doing. So yeah, thank you. That was impressive.
All right, after that, we're going to have 6-year-old Reeta who will be reading The Three Little Pigs for everyone.
My name's Reeta. I am 6 years old. Today I'm going to tell the story called The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there was a house on a hill. There were 3 little pigs and 1 mother pig. One day, the mother pig said, "You two need to go outside into the woods to build your own homes." So the little pigs went outside to the woods. The first little pig built a straw house. The second little pig built a brick house. The third little pig built a stone house. They lived happily in there until one day there was a wolf. The wolf knocked on the first little pig's door and said, little pigs, let me come in." "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," said a pig. "Then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in," growled the wolf. So the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house in. The first little pig ran to the second little pig's house. The second little pig wasn't afraid of the wolf. The wolf soon came to the second little pig's house and knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me come in." "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," said the second little pig. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," growled the wolf. So the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house in. The second little pig and the first little pig ran to the third little pig's house. The third little pig wasn't afraid of the wolf, too. The wolf soon came to the third little pig's home. He knocked on the door again and said, little pigs, let me come in." "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," said the pigs. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So the wolf huffed and puffed, but he couldn't blow the stone house in. The wolf fell on the ground out of breath. The wolf ran away quickly and never came back to the third little pig's home ever again. And they lived happily ever after. The end.
Excellent.
Wow, that was amazing, Reeta. You did an excellent job on that. And I really liked your hand movements and your facial expressions throughout. You made the story super enjoyable. So thank you.
Can I ask Rita a few questions?
Okay.
Yeah. So I know I'm sure mom is here today. When mom asked for help for you and your sister's English, that was 2 years ago. You were only 4. Now you're 6. And that time you don't even know much of English, not even 26 alphabetic letters. How did you improve your English this fast?
I was just like doing lots of tutoring with lots of teachers.
You know, Mrs. Dai is here tonight watching you too. She's so excited. Mrs. Dai helped you for 2 years, isn't she? You want to say thank you to her?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having
Excellent,
me.
Rita. Yeah, you're so cute, Rita. We look forward to for more beautiful performances for C&C Educenter in the future. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody else said she's adorable, and she is. So let's move on. For our next performance, we have DeAnne, who will be playing Rigudon by George Philip Telemann, and JoAnne, who will be playing this one.
Hi, my name is Joanne, and I'll be playing the swing.
That's awesome. So cute, adorable girls. Happy New
So
Year.
cute.
Happy New Year.
I love the part where you two play on one piano. That's totally teamwork, and yeah, thank you.
All right, now for our next performance, we will have Bill, who will recite his speech with pain come in the game.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Bill Wang. I am an international student who is currently studying in grade 12 in a private school. I have got an early admission from the University of Calgary. Based on my 2.5 years of experience studying in Canada, I truly believe this old proverb, with pain coming the game. I studied in an international school when I was in junior high in Beijing. There, I was told that Canada would be a better place to study and live in, not only because it is a country with freedom, but also because the student can get out of school at 3 o'clock. In addition, after regular school time, they can also have the opportunity to join several extracurricular clubs to meet their personal interest. However, everything was different from what I expected. When I first came to Calgary, I actually did not know anything about Canada, neither the culture nor the living circumstances. Besides that, the most challenging thing for me at that time was to understand the content from the teacher. To my surprise, my English assessment that was done by Mrs. Liu showed that my reading and writing skills were at the beginning of grade 4, with very limited speaking and listening skills. I was very disappointed and felt I got lost and didn't know where to start. Mrs. Liu recommended me to start where I was step by step. Since then, I have been working extremely hard and experiencing the pain and pressure of improving my English skills in 2 years, and could not even dream about getting into one university. I remember that I got 43% in my first English assignment, which was a horrible mark. The reason for this mark was because I used Google Translation to complete my works, and it didn't make any sense to the teachers. After these horrible lessons, I realized that I made a big mistake and I needed to correct this behavior immediately. Otherwise, I couldn't make any improvement. Fortunately, Lucia Liu, who is the director of C&C Educenter, gave me 3 suggestions after I shared with her about my situation. The first recommendation was to get tutors' help with my daily assignment. The second recommendation was to read as much as I could at my reading level, and at the same time enlarge my English vocabulary, recognize a variety of grammar usage. The third recommendation was to try to immerse myself into an English environment as much as possible. So I have been attending extra clubs or classes so I could have fun and also help me with improving my English. With Mrs. Liu's recommendations, I started to receive tutors' help in different subject areas, besides the help from all my school's teachers and classmates. I constantly asked for help and clarification whenever I felt I was confused. I set up my own learning plan, preview the new topics ahead, and review after class, study all the notes that I took from the class, ask the tutors' help with my questions. After the first year of consistent hard work, my grades were significantly increased. By the end of grade 10, I obtained the biggest scholarship, J.C. Dennis Wood Memorial Award, with a $500 scholarship at my school, and the award of the most improved student. In addition to that, I also joined many after-school classes from C&C Educenter, such as public speaking, English literary analysis, Math 31, which is calculus, coding, chemistry, and biology classes, etc. By the end of grade 11, I won a Mathematic Award of Excellency with a $200 scholarship at school. With these 2 years of successful learning experiences, I am more encouraged and confident at school. The most exciting reward is I achieved 100% from the presentation project in English class. I was thrilled, and all my teachers, classmates congratulated me. Most currently, all my grades are over 90%. I wish I could get to my dream school soon. With my over 2 years of learning experience, it fully proves the old proverb, with pain comes gain. Thank you for listening to my story, and I wish everyone a happy new year from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. You
Yeah, thank
are
you.
a hardworking young man, and I'm so impressed. Guess what? If we have any, international students who are new to Canada, this is such a positive role model for you. He's here in a very short time, in 2 years, and I see his level at the very beginning, and I see how hard he's working. It's all about the cooperation, Bill. It's the cooperation between you and the teachers. You can have as many tutors as you want to, but you are the person working the hardest. You're the driver of your learning vehicle. And I thank you and congratulations. And I hope you can get into your dream school.
Thank you.
Wow, that was so inspirational, Bill. Wow, sounds like you worked super hard. And even though English is my first language, I can still understand the struggle you faced in language arts. It's something that we all face. So yeah, and thank you for sharing your story. That was really great. Okay. Now for the second last performance, we will have Michelle, who will be singing for us.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle. Today I'm going to sing When Smiling, You Are Really Nice. I hope everyone enjoys it. 想起远方的山川，想起海边看海鸥，不管风雨有多少，有你就足够。喜欢看你的嘴角，喜欢看你的眉梢，白云挂在那蓝天，像你的微笑。你笑起来真好看，像春天的花一样，把所有的烦恼，所有的忧愁，统统都吹散。你笑起来真好看，像夏天的阳光，整个世界全部的时光，你的像花间。想起远方的山川，想起海边看海鸥，不管风雨有多少，有你就足够。喜欢看你的嘴角，喜欢看你的眉梢，白云挂在那蓝天，像你的微笑。你笑起来真好看，像春天的花一样，把所有的烦恼，所有的忧愁，统统都吹散。你笑起来真好看，像夏天的阳光，整个世界全部的时光，美得像花间。你笑起来真好看，像春天的花一样，把所有的烦恼，所有的忧愁，统统都吹散。你笑起来真好看，像夏天的阳光，整个世界全部的时光，美得像花间。你笑起来真好看，像春天的花一样，把所有的烦恼，所有的忧愁，统统都吹散。你笑起来真好看，像夏天的阳光，整个世界全部的时光，美得像花间。整个世界全部的时光，美得像花间。Thank you,
Wow.
everyone. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Michelle. That was really, really good. You're so good at singing. Thank you for your performance. And before we get to our final performances, I'm just going to give the stage to Dr. Jiang, who would like to say a few words before we move on.
So Dr. Jiang Wenran Jiang, I would like to say a few words to introduce Dr. Jiang. He is the professor in U of A and also the professor in UBC as well. And today he will present in Chinese for our Chinese parents, and in terms of sharing the college admission otherwise and parenting experience. So 江博士他本人我们能够很荣幸的请到他，并且这个能够今天晚上来欣赏我们的这个New Year's Party， 我们非常的骄傲。他本人是中国和加拿大两国的在外交、政治、教育和能源方面做出了巨大的贡献。他是我们加拿大所有华人的骄傲。我非常的崇拜和崇敬江博士，在加拿大为我们这个加拿大和中国两国的教育方面的合作，以及两国关系方面的发展。做出的巨大贡献，非常感谢。欢迎江博士讲话。
好的，谢谢刘校长，谢谢刘老师。 我们两个
你好，姜博士。
我们两个还都是东北老乡呢。
Yes，
大家知道我本来是不在这个今天晚上的项目上去的，我觉得很有特权啊。这个刘老师把我给插进来了，我就不占用大家更多的时间。首先呢，我要感谢所有这个中加教育中心的同学们做的表演，老师们做的讲话。我7点半之前就上线了所有你们的节目我都看到了我实际上不想说话，我就想让像 Michelle 这样继续唱下去说下去很好。Cherry、Shawn 你们的这个 hosting 做的也都很好very very nice 那么我就废话少说咱们要有效率一点我觉得呢这个我们这个家长们这个家中教育中心的家长们学生们第一代第二代的新移民也好，刚刚到加拿大的留学生也好，我们有像刘老师这样有组织能力有远见又热心又关心公益又关心教育这样的是我们华人的骄傲。我自己不是，我是比较一个懒的一个这个上了年龄的教书匠了，现在比起你们年轻的一点的这一代还差很多。但是我刚才听了大家说的话这个演的节目感觉到有很多共同感实际上我没有今天上午我跟刘老师详细的说了很多东西，以后呢我们会有一些合作的，但是我忘记告诉他了，实际上我有2个妹妹，我的小妹妹呢在爱尔兰的都柏林定居好多年了，她本人呢也是一个启动了一个卢肯中文学校，就在这个都柏林爱尔兰的首都，所以说她教很多爱尔兰的华裔还有当地的人的孩子的中文，而且每年呢都跟这个中国教育部这个华侨带他们回到国内做夏令营。所以说我家里人实际上就是我的小妹妹就做跟刘老师一样的这样的活动所以我对这个方面呢是很认同的我很感激像刘老师和你们这么多同事还有老师学生家长一起来做这个事情。因为我们在加拿大嘛，我本人也是第一代移民所以说刘老师问我能说几句话我说我能说什么呢？因为今天的时间很短，以后有机会呢我会跟大家的学生还有家长再进一步交流。我那么就说这样几句话。第一句话呢就是我本人是留学生，那么我当然在80年代初所以很早的时候我就在国内读研究生期间我就到国外来了。那么在这几十年里边呢，我在日本在美国在加拿大都读过书，我对整个这个国外的教育系统呢是经历了做学生的开始英语也不是很好这样一个过程，是吧所以说这个呢我想有机会的话跟大家分享我做学生的经验第二句话呢我要说我是一个老师，大学老师。那么因为我在加拿大读博到90年代末80年代末90年代初呢，我有一个机会93年到阿尔伯达大学来任教终身制。那么我一直到17年提前退休一直在阿尔伯达大学教书。那么作为一个老师呢，我对阿尔伯达大学的整个教育系统我也做过行政工作，做过系里的副主任，做过我们文科院的国际问题的顾问。05年到08年呢为了阿尔伯达大学启动一个中国学院这个我做中国学院的院长。在任这个院长期间呢，我启动了跟国内的一个交换项目，也是当时促进中国的留学生能够到加拿大来留学。那么我曾经在外交部下属的外交学院我北大毕业之后在那儿教过书。所以说我呢06年就促成了一个基本上是到目前为止还是加拿大和中国大学就是1对1大学期间最大的留学生输送项目每年大概高峰的时候达到将近200人每年来到我们的阿尔伯达大学文科院学习。实际上我知道有一些 早一点来的那个外交学院出来的学生在这儿已经毕业，留在这里，现在已经自己做家长了，这是我都知道的。那么从这些经验里边呢，这第二句话我可以将来有机会你们孩子要上学，有一些同学要从初中、高中上大学，我有一些东西我会跟大家分享的。那么第三句话呢，我要说我实际上是一个家长，我2个儿子都上了阿尔伯达大学，老大呢上了4年的本科生，然后3年的法学院，刚刚毕业，现在在这个 DLA Piper， 这个是很大的一个律所，埃德蒙顿的律所，现在在做实习律师，已经搬出去了。但是我的二儿子呢，我要小孩比较晚，因为我夫人比较年轻，我的二儿子还在阿尔伯达大学上商学院4年级。那么这个我做老师的时候，教学生的时候，和我做父亲母亲把我自己的孩子送去读大学的时候，这个感觉不一样。我和你们这个父母这个认同感，作为一个家长的角度，我可以将来和你们分享一些东西，怎么样处理一些东西，是吧？那么最后一句话呢，就是说，我不要自己吹嘘自己有什么能力，实际上管我2个儿子上大学的这个事情，主要还不是我做的，是我夫人来做的，因为我当时太忙了，工出的太多，在路上跑的太多。那么我想说呢，就是最后一句话，就是这个我夫人，我给介绍一下呢，她是和我一个从结婚以来就一个中西文化对话的一个过程，因为她不是华裔，她就是土生土长在加拿大长大的，在温哥华长大的加拿大人，她爸爸是这个挪威血统，妈妈是苏格兰血统。我们在教育孩子的过程中，就有一个怎么样中西教育水准不一样的这样一个交流过程。所以说你们作为家长，虽然可能主要是都是华人，但是你到了加拿大以后，也有一个和加拿大不同的文化、不同的习俗、历史背景的一个对话的过程。那么这个对话过程呢，我也愿意能够和大家交流。比如说我当时小的时候我得不到的东西，我现在我结婚，小孩开始上学以后，我就逼着他们学小提琴，学太空刀，各种各样的东西都逼着他们。后来我夫人就说，你不要把你自己年轻的时候没有追到的梦强加到孩子身上，好不好？后来我逐渐的也学到了，让他们自由一点，反倒可能会更好。这些东西呢，将来我们有机会来交流。反正我就说到这里。我会跟刘老师和大家有机会的话能够合作，在我能用上我的地方，跟大家分享我一些经验别的没有，至少走过这么多年了吧，经验和同学们和家长们将来有时间分享一下。非常感谢，新年快乐，非常非常感谢。好的，刘老师，谢谢。
谢谢姜老师。太感谢了，我不知道今天晚上在座的家长 and some teachers, do you feel like Dr. Jiang's face look familiar for you? Because he is on TV all the time. Whenever it touch on the relation between Canon and China, if you know Meng Wanzhou event and Huawei and all the the trade between Canada and China, and from the United States and to Canada, they all invited Dr. Jiang to come to the TV as on the panel. He's sitting on the panel. So we're so proud and it's our honor we have you tonight. And thank you so much for your time. And I just want to tell people that Dr. Jiang is working on a biggest project, that he is united 10 top universities in Canada to work on something between Canada and China. So, and I hope our students from C&C Educenter will get some benefit from your project. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Now, before we end off our night of events, Ms. Liu would also will also be sharing her speech that she prepared for us. So I'll give it to you now.
All right, thanks, Shawn. Thank you so much. And of course, as the founder and the principal of C&C Educenter, I like to take this opportunity to share about my reflections about what we have been doing and my plan, our plan for the future in 2021 and beyond. So I will basically speak in English, and at the same time, I'll share the PowerPoint on for our parents. So tonight, my speech is reflections and plans ahead 2021. So good evening again. During this beautiful holiday season, I hope you have had a chance to catch up with your family, with your friends online, and enjoy some rest and relaxation. I certainly spent some time reflecting on 2020, the past 10 years, and thought about the plan and the opportunities that lay ahead in 2021 and beyond for C&C. C&C Educenter started from providing educational seminars of public education system for Chinese immigrant parents, to sharing guidance of how to communicate with school teachers, from sharing the journey of how to be a certified teacher, to group purchasing popular educational resources for hundreds of students. So over the years, we have built 6 WeChat blogs for hundreds of people, and we have already providing free consultation and set up educational blogs for sharing educational posts. And this, for our school teachers, probably feel confused. So WeChat is every Chinese use this app, like a social media. So we take this, use this software, the app, to share resources and to introduce about educational system in Canada. So we started from providing one-on-one and small group tutoring services to building a coding program 2 years ago, from mainly serving only local students in Alberta on site to teaching students worldwide online now. It has taken 10 years. I want to take this chance to say thank you to all our volunteers, supportive parents, and hardworking teachers for the success of C&C Educenter. Over this 10 years, with the non-stop learning and teaching experience in the educational field, my leadership vision for C&C Educenter has been growing. Just in 2020, the particular challenging year, we evolved all the services from on-site to online content, from serving K-12 over 100 students to 300 students. We quickly supplemented the insufficient education in public school from May and June to meet the needs. We created 10 online subject classes and 37 online summer camps, and continued with another 26 fall-winter online classes that are coming to the end of the semester. In 2021, we will have 31 classes by now in spring for new registration that are due by January the 17th in 2021. So by the way, if needed, parents still can contact us to join our spring classes. Reflecting on our success, the key is that consistent exploration of education, the trust that we have developed in the community over the past 7 years, and the most qualified, certified, and the dedicated teacher, of course, more importantly, the hardworking learners. I'm so proud of Chinese students. They are hardworking students. My 8 years of administrative training and practice at the school board have substantially helped me build the fundamental educational knowledge, frameworks, and the leadership skills to lead C&C Educenter today and in the future. And why people choose C&C Educenter? And if you want to send your children to any educational organization, first thing I share with you, is I look into their philosophy, their mission. What do they believe? So without any framework, you can't really support the design for the curriculum and the courses. Okay, this is what professional people do. So that's why I'm putting here, and it gave me just a few minutes to introduce the C&C Educenter statement for missions. So C&C educational philosophy at C&C Educenter, we are striving to be a leader to bridge the Eastern-Western education system. So we are taking the strength of both philosophies and integrating the world of the advanced educational framework, STEAM. So I'm sure everybody heard about the STEAM, S-T-E-A-M. Okay, so it's short for science, technology, engineering, art, and math as the core of our philosophy. We strongly believe that a personalized and differentiated instruction tailored towards our students' success is the key. Students are different. People are different. So we apply brain science theory to better understand our learner. Only when the professional teachers understand how the student brain works, and you can create the best professional plan. And by this chance, I want to tell our parents, before I noticed this, before they come up to say, Miss Liu, I need a tutor. I need a teacher to help us. And what is the program? What is her resources? What is her plan? And here's what I say. This is Canada. We want to see the student first. We're professionals. We're just like a doctor. We want you to do all through the assessment test so we know where you are, and then from there we create a plan. Okay, so we can do one size fits all. That doesn't work. This is Canada, North American, Western educational system. So we differentiate instructions to meet each individual learner's need. And next one, the C&C educational mission. C&C Educenter was created to be not just limited to the success of the academic curriculum, but provide opportunities to explore what is beyond and above public education. We don't want to copy, we don't want to repeat what other people do. We want to pitch in what the public school actually missed to equip our students. So the company mission is and will always be to serve the students and parents who need guidance and resources in Canada. Always remember our slogan, everyone, if you're here, and particularly to our learners, you learn today, lead tomorrow. I want to say one more time. Lead today, learn today, lead tomorrow. That's why we have so many young leaders classes open. So many parents like this courses and love this courses that's not in public school system, and we want our students to be able to demonstrate your leadership skills in small community to the world. So by reflecting on our philosophy, mission, and slogan, it's not hard to see the success of the program that we have designed and built, from the Montessori kindergarten program that is full we just introduced, to the grade 1 to 6 young leaders and a young scientist program. From high school public speaking to STEAM, and a coding program, and finally English literature analysis for critical thinking skills. Critical thinking skills. Any information come to your brain, we want you to think. Use your own brain to think, not just listen and to accept. You listen, you think, you respond to it. You have to do research and come to your own conclusion. So as for team building for C&C, we believe that becoming a great teacher is not about obtaining certain techniques that can be copied and repeated. It's about building and developing the deeper understanding of learning theory, the content of the knowledge, the pedagogical methods that can apply to any instructional situation. The understanding comes at the nexus of observation, study, practice, reflection, and revision, and all within the context of a collaborative learning environment. This is C&C Educenter. With so many teachers, we work together, we share resources, we learn, we have meetings, we have professional training about the concept, understanding what is the best to support our students. So with a sophisticated teaching plan, we strive for a student-centered learning environment. Okay, my plan ahead. So in this part, I would like to get your attention to see what's the plan for C&C Educenter in 2011. I have some immature news, good news. I just cannot share with you at this time yet, but I'm working on that. Just tune and stay tuned. We will have some good news opportunity for our C&C students. So a perfect education situation is not to only provide classes just to educate the learners. It should be a community that is connected with the society. So our students have an opportunity to apply and practice what they were learned. For example, after the students from the young leaders from C&C have explored and discussed and presented what real leadership skills are, they needed to practice them at home and in the community through activities, so that they know that making a difference to the world actually start from small steps, very small steps. Start from help your family, help your neighbors, help your table mates, classmates, your peer, to help the community. So as teachers and parents, we need to work together to model the children, to help them with building the routines and developing to leadership habits, meanwhile building their confidence. So I want 2 words so our parents know it's the routines and the habit. Okay, any chores, anything at home. Okay, if you want to be a leader, you don't even see your help and everything is apparent. That's not gonna be a leader. Okay, in the new world, the leader is the person who is kind, who is helpful, and it's from your heart and your mind. It's not what people ask you to do. It's what you think you should do. Can you do this? Can you help? Can you just give a smile in the morning and say good morning and light up the day for others? So with this in mind, we will continue to ensure the quality of teaching and learning for our spring courses. We appreciate the survey and the feedback from our parents. Your feedback and the course review are very important to us. So first of all, we have created C&C Education Foundation, a non-profit organization to provide the students opportunities to practice what they have learned. We are looking for donations and will engage in fundraising to build this organization. We're also looking for parents, volunteers support in the form of a parent council to develop the program and fundraising. For example, you guys all see Vicky come up for the speech. So Vicky is an IB student, the high school in grade 11. And Vicky because of the IB program, she's required to do outside activities project. So when she talked to me about the need she need to have, and I quickly made a connection. So I said, if you wanted to do a speech that based on the resources that I gave to you, that is what she's looking for. So she worked extremely hard. You see, this is just 5 minutes, 6 minutes of her speech. And she has been reading all the Chinese and English resources that I gave to her based on the event from our Chinese community that we have been doing from January to May. The donation, the fundraising, and to China, Wuhan, and also to Canada, United States as well. So this is what students need, and this is the opportunity that we provide. And at the same time, I will be the supervisor and providing reference for her performance and assessment. So secondly, providing our students outside of local activities, we look to connect with international nonprofit organizations so our students may have a chance to be a volunteer globally. You know what does it mean globally? That means you have a great heart, not just look at what on your table, what on your phone, and what chores at home and the community. You are thinking about anywhere in the world that you can help. So this is my plan, and this is something I'm working on, and I have talked with one of the nonprofit organizations, and we look forward to work together to give our C&C students some opportunities. Thirdly, C&C is continuing to look for curriculum experts to develop new programs that are needed to enrich the future of our students. In conclusion, 2020 was a challenging year, but it was also an opportunity for C&C to grow. Teachers, parents, and students, let's celebrate the success of the fall and the winter semester at the end of January and welcome the spring semester that is going to start February the 16th. February the 16th. Please check and follow C&C calendar on our website for more information at www.cnceducenter.ca. Thank you again for joining us tonight. I hope everyone has a successful 2021.
Thank you so much. And I don't know about all of you guys, but I am super excited for the events and plans that C&C has going into the new semester. Just the impact that we've seen in the last year is humongous, and I hope that this impact continues globally, not just in Calgary and Alberta. So thank you. And to end off our night, we will now have Selina, who will be singing Tomorrow Will Be Better. And if any of the parents know the lyrics, they can feel free to sing along with her.
轻轻敲醒沉睡的心灵，慢慢张开你的眼睛，看看忙碌的世界是否依然孤独的转个不停，春风不解风情，吹动少年的心，让昨日燃烧的烟随季风干了，现它的印记，带来远处的饥荒，无情的战火依然存在的消息，雨声伴随飘零，燃烧少年的心，是真情融化成音符，倾诉遥远的祝福。 唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，为明天献出虔诚的祈祷。谁能不顾自己的家园，抛开记忆中的童年？谁能忍心看那昨日的忧愁带走我们的笑容？青春不见红尘，胭脂沾染了灰，让久违不见的泪水滋润了你的面容。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，为明天献出虔诚的祈祷。轻轻敲醒沉睡的心灵，慢慢张开你的眼睛，看那忙碌的世界是不依然，孤独的转个不停。日出唤醒清晨，大地光彩重生，让和风付出的影响谱成生命的乐章。唱着你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。唱着你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。唱出你的热情，伸出你双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。
Wow, that's excellent. Beautiful.
Yes, your voice is very beautiful, and that high-pitched voice just made us like urge to want to sing. Yeah, you did an awesome job, and like, yeah, you got that smile and everything else, and you memorized all the song notes, and then yeah, everything is perfect, and thank you for singing.
Thank you everyone for coming out and not only listening to our wonderful performances from the students and teachers, but also listening to you know, what everyone at C&C had to say and all of the guests we had. Tonight was a success, and yeah, again, wish everyone good health and good luck in their pursuit of learning.
Thanks a lot, Shawn and Cherry, the host and the hostess. And thanks everyone for coming in tonight. And we'll look forward to see you when the school starts and in the next few days. Excellent. Have a great night, everyone, and see you soon.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.